This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Marcum MicroCap Conference 2015 here in New York City. I have with me Ken Harris, Cesca Therapeutics, publicly traded company, and the symbol is KOOL, K-O-O-L. Ken, welcome back to SNNLive.
Thanks, Shelley. It's great to see you again.
It's good to have you. So let's get an overview on the company, and then I'm going to ask you some more questions, okay? Brief
very
overview.
Good. So KOOL is a NASDAQ-traded company. We are a cellular therapeutics focused on regenerative medicine. We have about $16 million in revenue currently, 120 employees worldwide, facilities in San Francisco and in New Delhi. And our focus is on ischemic diseases, primarily critical limb ischemia, AMI, our heart attack, and then we have our base business in the area of cord blood banking and also in bone marrow transplant.
So we constantly do updates together on the
Correct.
company. So from the last time I interviewed you until now, anything new?
Sure, we've progressed our CLI trial. We've resubmitted to the FDA, and we did that 2 weeks ago, and we expect to have a response from them for pivotal phase 3 trial to be done here in the U.S. at 60 sites in the next couple of weeks, because they have 30 days to respond.
That's pretty big news.
Correct.
For a company that's definitely heading into phase 3. Explain the meaning of this to our viewers.
Okay. So it means we're a late-stage clinical development company. The focus on a billion-dollar market. 70,000 people in the U.S. alone have their legs amputated for this disease. We are sort of the last company standing at this level, and so once we get through the trial, assuming that it works, and we prove statistical significance, we will be the only therapy for 70,000 patients in the U.S. Globally, we'd be looking at several 100,000 patients needing this type of treatment. So we would expect this trial to take about 2 years. So we would be in commercial phase by late 2017 if everything goes as planned, which is pretty fast for a phase 3 trial.
Okay, so anything else going on?
Yes, we also received, I think we announced last week that our heart attack or AMI trial, which is a phase 2 trial, had been approved by the IRB in India. And that'll be a 40-patient study. And the process in India is new now. It's a 3-step approval process. You must first have technical and ethical review by the hospitals you're doing the procedure in. Then that goes to the drug controller for final sign-off. We expect that to take us about 6 months to complete the approval process and be in the trial by January.
And the trial will be in India?
The trial will be in India, and we choose India because it's faster, we have a large organization there, and it's a large patient population.
So what's Ken going to be up to for the next 6 months to 12 months? What do you go back and forth, I guess, right?
Yes, yeah, we go back and forth a lot to India. We have 72 hospitals there that are part of our partnership network with Fortis Healthcare. And we will also in AMI be collaborating with Cook Medical, who is supplying us with the specialized catheter that goes into the heart for delivering the stem cells.
So Ken, with the advancements that you're making, what's the fastest way to get the products to market?
Well, I think we will look for partnerships and potentially large medical device companies that are in cardiac and ischemic diseases. I won't name them here, but we do have some selected that we will start to discuss as we get the trial underway. Obviously, those partnerships take time to develop, and we'll want to start that process pretty quickly.
And they'll be interested in seeing the data.
Absolutely. And we have good data from 2 prior studies. So we're coming in with, a robust data set and then ready now to move on to the largest data set of 224 patients.
So not that you haven't told me a lot already, is there anything in the R&D, anything going on in the lab you could share?
Sure. Our bone marrow transplant program, which is focused on making bone marrow available for oncology patients, so mostly blood-based cancers. We are working on a method where unmatched family members can donate their stem cells to a family member, and we have a method that we remove the unwanted cells and supply that to them, and most of them would die because they don't have a matched unit. And that process, we charge approximately $30,000 for each one of those procedures.
Now, some of our audience may not know your background, so I'll ask you, what's your background?
So I'm a molecular biologist by training, and I've spent 30 years in biotech and biopharma, both in blue chip as well as small cap and startup companies. And I have taken products all the way through to commercialization in the therapeutic arena, and did the first regenerative medicine product in the US.
What was that?
That was a product called platelet-rich plasma for sports injuries and orthopedic indications. And I worked with Smith & Nephew while I was at Paul Corporation to do that product development.
Very interesting. Okay, so now comes the important question. What's your website? I'm sure everybody will want to go to it.
Right, it's www.cesca therapeutics.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Harris, Cesca Therapeutics, publicly traded company, and the symbol is KOOL, K-O-O-L. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're coming to you live from the Marcum MicroCap Conference 2015 right here in New York City. Ken?
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's great to be here.
You're welcome.